Hi, I have a book I'd like to share with you. It's about a little hamster. Come on, take a look. Harriet by Deborah Inkpen. There's Harriet. Look at all those feathers. So pretty. All the different patterns. Polka dots and stripes. There's Harriet. Harriet had escaped. Her cage was old, some of the bars were bent. She had gnawed at them with her teeth, pushed at them with her paws, and eventually they had moved, just enough. And now she was free. Okay, Harriet, you're going to go on an adventure. Before her lay a huge carpet of green. Above her, giant plants spread their leafy fingers, and over them all stretched the blue sky. Harriet's whiskers quivered. Her nose twitched. The air was full of sounds and new smells. She scampered along the garden path, nosing this way and that. A dark shadow passed above her. Harriet scurried for cover. The shadow flew into a tree and started to sing. Oh, do you think it's that bird there that's singing? I think so. A rich, earthy scent led Harriet into the vegetable patch. She nibbled a spiky leaf. It tasted strange. Then she nibbled some lettuce. That tasted good. The carrots and the cabbages were good too, but she didn't like the slugs. They were horrible. Harriet paused to sniff the air. A weedy, watery smell made her feel thirsty. She followed the smell to the edge of a murky pond. As she leaned over to drink, a big, warty toad popped up its head. Harriet jumped and went plummeting into the pond. Plop! The little hamster bobbed to the surface like a cork. The water was cold and full of green, slimy weed that clung to her fur. Gasping and sputtering, she paddled to the edge and scrambled out. A tiny, soggy, angry heap of fur. The tiny heap of fur shook itself, smoothed down its coat, cleaned its whiskers, and turned back into a little hamster. Harriet yawned sleepily. She's getting tired. It's been quite a day for her. Here's a good place to sleep, thought Harriet. Under the apple tree were lots of small holes. Something disappeared into one of them. She peered down the hole. A small face looked out. It stared at Harriet with black, beady eyes. Look at all the apples on that apple tree. How many do you think are on there? What would be your estimate? You can't come in here, said a little gray mouse. Only mice live here. You're not a mouse, said another. You haven't got a tail. What are you? Asked a third. Harriet told them that she was a hamster and that she did have a tail. She turned around to show them. They seemed unimpressed. There's no room for hamsters here, they said, only mice, and they vanished down their hole. Harriet tried sleeping inside a flower pot, but the cobwebs stuck to her whiskers. The watering can made scary, echoing noises. And the funny old glove looked inviting, but smelled musty. Near the apple tree was a compost heap. Harriet nosed her way inside. It was dark and warm. Perhaps this will be a good place to sleep, she thought. But she had not seen the large, prickly shape buried under the leaves. The hedgehog did not like being awakened. It uncurled itself, grunted angrily, and rushed at Harriet. "Run away, Harriet, run away!" Harriet ran across the open lawn, tripping and rolling and running again. Some wire netting blocked her path. She pushed her nose underneath and wiggled through. Scrambling up the side of a low wooden shed, she found herself on the roof. She scampered this way and that, looking for a place to hide. Under the eaves was a dark hole. Harriet scrambled through and tumbled into darkness. There, she's going to go in there. Squawk! A huge, foolish-faced creature flapped its wings and rushed around the coop. Harriet dived beneath a nest of warm eggs and watched as hens scattered in every direction. Gradually, the noise died down. The air began to clear. A big, fat, feathery body plumped down on top of her. She snuggled back, feeling safe and warm, and at last she fell asleep. Oh, do you think that those hens were expecting Harriet to come falling in? No, they were pretty excited, but everything settled down, and then Harriet was able to go to sleep. Look at all those feathers. Harriet did not awaken when the hen left the nest. She did not awaken when chubby fingers began to collect the eggs. Nor did she awaken when a delighted voice squealed, "There you are, Harriet!" The sleepy little hamster was placed carefully into an egg basket. "Come on, then," said the voice. "Let's take you home." But Harriet did not hear. She did not even stir. Look at she sleeping. Oh, she was so tired. And now we know where all those feathers came from. Remember when Harriet fell into the chicken coop? There they are.